YouTube. Good afternoon. Muddy path, so I have to go slow. But the water's gone down. Green on top. That is very muddy. Indeed. There we go. Squelch.
Ja, hoi.
Slippy, innit?
Ja, dat mag je niet zeggen.
Ooh,
Ja,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Careful, does it? There we go. Oh, that's better. And that's the lake today. A little bit misty. Swans. Thank you for the like. Hamza Saeed says hi. Hi. Welcome along. Thank you for joining me on my walk. Thank you for contributing to the chat. We're 𝂂�𓂄𓁿𓂀 8624 says hi. Hello. Says hello multiple times, going for the crown of the #1 spot of the top fans. And now you've got it. Well done, Geeta. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Back to you too. Hamza says what? Don't know, Hamza. Teapot. I'm on a walk. That's what you're asking. I'm on a walk in a park with some birds by a lake. This is the 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓀀 Lake. I don't know what bird that is still on one leg, but there's two ducks next to it. Is that one of the egrets? I wonder. The famous egrets. Stood like a flamingo in the water. Yeah, this is the 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓀀 Lake. Chelsea Scott 5291 says hi. Welcome along. Does that mean your name is Chelsea? Or you're in Chelsea? Or your name is Scott? Or you're in Scotland? Or is it all of the above? Your name is Chelsea Scott and you moved from Chelsea to Scotland. I nearly said Scotland then. That's not a thing. Oh, I've got another like. Thank you very much for the like. Scotland or Chelsea is not a thing. Don't normally get spoonerisms. Not sure what's going on there. Park. Put your car in a car park. Park. That joke did not resonate well. We went from 16 viewers to 5. I apologise for that joke just gone, and for any more I might accidentally make that are rubbish. All this raw, I cannot read that. All this raw, a 𝂁𓂄𓁿𓀀, I think, says, what has happened here? Hello, and hello, all is, which is as much as I can read of your name. What is happening here is I'm on a walk by a lake in a park. The park is 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓀀 Park. The lake I just passed is 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓀀 Lake, and I'm walking around it. That's what's happening here. All is raw says okay. Thank you. Thank you for the acknowledgement and confirmation. Thank you for joining me on my walk. Thank you for contributing to the chat. All is raw says, is it in the UK? Yes. Yeah, we are in Leicestershire, in the East Midlands of England, in the United Kingdom. And I remember as kids we used to say, on planet Earth, in the solar system, in the galaxy, in the Milky Way. How far out can we zoom this? Oh, it says you're in Leicester. Hello. Which part of Leicester are you in? Which part of Leicester are you from? 1K something else I can't read. Says something else I can't read. Interesting. Not sure what's going on there. Looks like a different language. All it says, I don't know. You don't know where you are. That's moderately worrying. Lydia says, what am I doing? I'm going on a walk by a lake. Here's the lake. Camera's bobbing up and down because I'm walking. That's where we're moving. We're moving forwards. Lydia says, where am I going to go? Well, I thought I'd see how far I can get in this park before the dark, and then I'll nip out to the villages. And previously I've thought there's not much to see in the dark when I nip out of the park to the villages. But actually the other night I went on a walk and it was so late I couldn't make it to the park. So I just walked around the streets and there's lots of Christmas lights. So later on when I leave the park and walk the streets, I'll probably capture a few Christmas lights if the stream's still going by then. So Faye, I'm right behind you. No, you're not. Good one though. Hi Faye. Thanks for joining me digitally, but I can't see you here virtually, in real life. IRL. Let's Just double check. No, you're definitely not there. Good gag though. Murmurations flying over. Not sure I've captured that very well. Little bit of one. It's getting dark already, it's getting dark quick. So we've had the shortest day apparently, which was yesterday. So there should hopefully be more time for walks going forwards. There's a ranger locked themselves in. Statues over there. I don't know, I think is that a coyote? Is that a giant meerkat? Beaver? What's that thing? Rhino? And what's this last? Oh, it's two frogs. No, it's one frog. I thought it was two frogs for a minute. One giant frog. Faye says, where are you? So I've just passed John Merrick's lake, which was over there somewhere. And I'm heading towards King Lear's lake. Faye's put an emoji in the chat, a waving hand. Hello. Hello, hello. see 3 corvids further up. Please feel free to tell me, anyone in the know. Are these ravens or crows or jackdaws or where else they might be? Because I can never really tell the difference, if I'm honest. But they all have different fancy spiritual meanings if you're into that sort of thing. Oh, there we go. Off the fly. Caw-caw. Caw-caw, caw-caw. 𓂁�𓁿𓀀, James? Looks cold. It's not actually. It's not so bad today. Although the birds are all out the water for some reason. Oh, they're all chasing me. They think I've got bread. Sorry, birds. I haven't. But if I can get round to the Mammoth Lake, someone's usually got birdseed. There's some peaches. Out on a walk. Hello, puppy. Hello, little one. Ooh. Hi. Well, so I can't tell if it's overcast or nightfall because it's been kind of dark all day today. Mostly clouds. So we'll see if I get to Mammoth Lake. It's nice to see the birds on Mammoth Lake. If I can. I suppose it is wintry, but it's more, it's a very wintry mix, but it's not icy. So it is more autumnal, despite being December. Hope Rickman says hi. Hello, Hope. Nice name. We all need a little bit of hope every now and again. Here's King Lear's can't speak, honest. Here's King Lear's Lake. And way over there in the distance, the other side of the lake, you might just see a statue, which is a scene from the play. Just right over there. Just see it through the trees. And there's some ducks. There's that statue again if you missed it last time. Just through the trees there. Way, way, way the other side of the lake. And behind the trees again. Hello. Christmas lights on the bike. Very nice. Okay, YouTube popped up with a do I want to add a sticker, which has never gone well for me in the past, of asking everyone their favourite random fact. So if you want to play along with that in the chat, feel free to tell me your favourite random fact. Fun fact? I can't even think of one right now. I used to know all manner of useless bits of information. The older I get, the more info I take on board, the more I fear falls out the back of my head. There's some geese. Fun fact, they're geese. And that's a swan. Schumachara. Stefan, anyway. Stefan says hi. Hi, Stefan. Hi. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining me on my walk. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. Floppy Diplo says buy some shrimp. Well, I can't see any shrimp sellers. I don't eat that much fish. Well, look out, you never know. There might be a Bubba Gump boat. Bubba Gump? Was it? Forrest Gump? Bubba Gump Shrimp Go. Might be a boat selling it somewhere along the river, but I've not seen any vendors on the river. Ooh. God, I can't speak today. Floppy Diplo says, wait, are you Brazilian or SM? Your name makes it look like it or something. Oh, okay. No, I'm not Brazilian. My name is actually the Italian spelling that my mum went for. And she picked it because she went to school with a Dutch girl who had that name and she liked the name. So that's my name. And it means rebirth. But she just liked the name. I was very nearly called Ruth. And then they changed it last minute and went with Renata. And they're both nice, but I do prefer Renata. Well, I would. I'm biased now, I suppose. Growing up with this name. Floppy Diplo says hi. Hi. Floppy Diplo, why did a hi only send now? Alright. Did you say hi earlier and then put comments in? And then it takes a while for the hi to come through? Bizarre. I don't know. YouTube's got a mind of its own sometimes. It's fun like that. It's like the sticker thing. It comes up with these sticker things sometimes for me. It's like, make it more interactive. Do the sticker thing. I've tried it a couple of times. It just goes Pete's on. Absolutely no point. I just ignore it now. Just end up with chaos on my screen. Floppy, yeah, that happens. Yeah. Diplo. Why the Diplo? Is that like Lego? In your name, Floppy Diplo? Do you like Lego? Or Diplo? Do you like building bricks? Floppy Diplo says, judging by your surrounding and the sky, I can tell you live in the UK approximately 16:09 p.m. Quite possibly. I don't know what time it is. Let's have a look. You are right. You are correct. My phone does say it is 16:09 p.m. So yeah, you're right. Actually, I might not make it to Mammoth Lake today then. Or we'll see. It's not that dark just yet. We'll push on for it. Floppy Diplo, Diplodocus, a dinosaur name from the Jurassic period. Oh yes! Diplodocus. So, because I'm in Leicestershire, one of the museums used to have a big dinosaur, and that was, I believe, that was a Diplodocus for many, many decades. And then I don't know what happened to it, but one day they just decided to change it, and they took the Diplodocus out, or whatever dinosaur it was. I think it was a Diplodocus, and they changed it for a whale. So they've got a full-scale whale made of all its bones, hanging from the ceiling instead now in that particular museum in town now. Floppy Diplo, I love commenting and staying with small creators that are live streaming. Oh, thank you very much for your support. Makes it a bit more interesting to have a nice conversation. I would probably try and walk anyway. It would just be quieter if I had no one to talk to. I think it's nice to live stream the walk for anyone who can't get out of the house for any reason, or can't walk this far, or can't walk in these kind of surroundings. And And that's why I do it. 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓂀. Was that the Natural History Museum in London? No, I think I've been there though. But no, there's one in Leicester. Which one? I think it's the New Walk Museum. We've got a few in town in the city centre. So the Jury Wall is more Roman artefacts. The New Walk one had like dinosaurs and rocks in and to the right for many, many years. I mean like decades. I think they swapped the dinosaur for the whale. And then round to the left as you walk in, they've got a load of Egyptian stuff. And then upstairs in there they have different art exhibits. Can't remember. Oh, they've got stuffed animals. Yeah, so I suppose the New Walk one in Leicester is a little bit mini Natural History Museum in London. It's not half as big as the London one, but it's going to be in it. London's big. Paul Freeman says, boo, welcome back, Paul. 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓂀, because there is a full-scale whale. And did they put a diplodocus outside? And they did put a diplodocus outside. Oh, what? In the London one? Okay. Well, yeah, I think it was a diplodocus. They definitely had a full-scale dinosaur in bones in Leicester one for like 30 years or more. And then they swapped it out for this full-scale whale made of bones hanging from the ceiling. And they've got loads of rocks and crystals around it. But the Egypt stuff's pretty fun and interesting to look at. They've got like a full mummy in there. I've not been in ages actually. I should go and have another wander around there. Because it's only up the road. I was talking to some customers the other day and they were like, you don't do the touristy things in your own town. I was like, yeah, exactly. That's what I did some years ago, make the effort to go around the Space Centre and go around the Richard III Visitor Centre. It's very easy to just not, because you're like, they're always there, I can go anytime. They're just down the road. And then you don't, and then you don't see any of it. 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓂀, once I went there for a school trip, they showed us the cast of a very well preserved femur from a diplodocus they were studying. Nice. I used to, as a kid, my mum used to sign me up for the activity days. Drop me off at the museum for a day and you do all sorts of random things and you see the back, you know, all the back of the museum where they'd store everything in boxes that wasn't on an exhibit, because you do, I don't know, building things, painting things, whatever, all day. So yeah, she'd sign me up in the school holidays for all these like random activity day things. Drop me off for the day and pick me up at the end of the day. 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓂀, Merry Christmas by the way. Merry Christmas to you too. Merry Christmas to everyone joining us today on the walk or commenting. Especially just in case I don't see you again online beforehand. Because it's what, the 22nd now? It's not many days. Not many days, right? Tomorrow, 23, 24, 25. Not many days till Crimbo. 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓂀, love going museums. It's just like a giant time capsule. Yes, in fact, the last time I went in that particular museum, it's probably a couple of years ago, and they had an 80s exhibit, which was mad but super cool. So it's like, yes, I remember this stuff from my childhood. And it doesn't feel that long ago, but obviously it is. Because things have changed so much and you don't think they have changed all that much. But they do. They really, really do. 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓂀, yeah, 2025 was quick. Yeah! Yeah, it was. Had a year and a half of family drama, which probably made it go quicker for me. But every year goes quicker the older you get anyway, right? Remember as a kid, the summer holidays used to like seem to last forever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. And now I'm this age. and everything goes super quick. 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓂀 saying 8 exhibit would make my mum feel so old. Yeah, exactly. Means I'm roughly your mum's age. And yeah, made me feel that old. Looking at stuff like, yeah, this was just my everyday. And now it's in a museum as a weird thing. A highly unusual thing. Ooh, got a big puddle here. Might not be able to carry on. Might not get to Mammoth Lake. Oh, the birds are going crackers. Look at that. Look at that! Murmuration over the lake at sunset. Pretty. Loud. Look at them go. Nice. Might have to try and do one of these highlight things with this. Very cute. Especially the ducks. I don't think I can get through that puddle. That looks a bit too deep and a bit too big. 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓂀, what birds are these? They're mostly looking for insects to eat. I don't know, loud ones. Seagulls probably. How deep is this puddle? I meant to bring my wellies and I didn't. No, sod it, that's decided. I'm back. Oh, look at the glow in the sky. That's nice. 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓂀, when that happens I just go to the sides. Yeah, but it's to both sides of the path, look. So I can't even do that today. It's like all, because I've got a lake to my left and a lake to my right here. So I think I'm gonna have to head back this way. It does seem to be getting dark now anyway. So I don't think I'll get to Mammoth Lake today. I'll be popping up in 𓂁𝓁 instead, I reckon. If I'd have brought my wellies I might have been able to wade through it. My little backpack's already quite heavy. I only bought a couple of bits from the shop. I did bag up my wellies with a view to bringing them. And then left them on the stairs in the house. It's not so useful. 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓂀. Technically, if those lakes were naturally split, you just witness the union of lakes. Ah, that's a nice idea. Yeah. Well, there's an asphalt path, so path. I'm getting more Leicester lately. It's not good, is it? Leicester. Path. There's an asphalt path there. So I'm not sure they have been naturally split. But it is only a tiny little bit that we put the path in. The union of the lakes. I have to look up later whether God, I'm doing it again later. Whether there's something kind of spiritual metaphor about that, the union of the lakes. Sounds like there should be. Ethereal, some ethereal symbolism to it. 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓂀, and if they were large enough to be called a sea, such as Captain Sea, actually a lake, you would see two seas. See two seas. I like it. To see two seas. Or two ships come sailing in. Like the song. Proper bit of orange sky going on. Don't think that's all light pollution. Get the feeling some of that sunset. 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓂀 reminds me of C2C, the British Rail Company. Oh, not heard of them. That's a new one on me, C2C. Sounds like that Star Wars robot. I wasn't really into Star Wars. I did give it a whirl. It's just not my bag. I did try watching it. Didn't really resonate with me. 𓂁𓂄𓁿𓂀. Yeah, it mostly serves London towards southern England. Oh, okay. I think we've still got East Midlands Railways around here. 𝂁𓂄𓁿�. They do an advert with a little stuffed pillow kind of character who is purple with a little dink in his head. And they've done a series of adverts, which is him day tripping and then him dating another little stuffed pillow with arms and legs and a bow on her head. Designates that he's going to date with a girl. On the train down to London, I think, in their adverts. Because I think they take in the statue at St Pancras in the ad. The little tunes, characters, cushion type characters. �13/𓂁𓂄𓁿𓀀, I find it cool that we're just talking like hours apart but doing things at the same time. Yeah! It gives me that earworm of, was it the Rocky Horror Show song? Where it's like, with a bit of a mind slip, you're into the time slip. It's a bit of a mind flip, you're into the time slip. And nothing will ever be the same. We're kind of cheating space and time through the ether of the live stream. �13/�13�𓂁𓂄𓁿𓀀, and also how I'm the only person actually talking. My name is filling up the chat. Yes, actually, because it usually gives little crowns out for comments and number of comments, and you haven't got your crown yet, �13/�13�𓂁𓂁𓁿𝓁. I'm sure it will come in eventually. I think only the top 3 get a crown, so you might have to surpass eventually the comments of whoever's third on the crown table before you'd get a crown by your name in the chat. I'm not sure it gives you any different privileges, so it's not worth spamming the chat just to get a crown. Although people have tried in the past. �13/�13�𓂁𓂁🂁, it's given me another prompt to say hi. I said hi. Oh, I didn't know it nagged you to say hi. �13/�13���𓂁🂁, thank you for saying hi. Now here's the question. When I pop out in the village, probably going to need to stop somewhere for a nose powdering, so I'll have to see what pubs are available. What day is it? Is it Monday today? I can't remember which ones are open on which days. �13/13/13🂁🂁, wow, it's gotten dark. Yeah. So because there's only natural lighting in the park. But yeah, it does get dark fairly quick. Coming out into street lights now. And occasional house floodlights. So do I pause the stream? Or do I end the stream while I nip to the loo? I might pause it and mute it. Because I did promise somewhere in the tags Christmas lights. So �13/13/13🂁🂁, now that I look at it, it must be cool to live right next to nature. Yeah, I am lucky that leafy Leicestershire has got several parks going on. Right, they're open, hooray. I'm going to have to nip for a nose powder. If I can cross this road at all. I shall mute and pause the stream and continue it, so feel free to stay on while I do. And I'll be back in a bit. I'll have to mute it because of PRS and music and stuff. TTFN, back in a bit. Hello, we're back. Floppy Diplo says twice. Floppy Diplo, is this thing on? Can you hear me now? Oh good. Floppy Diplo, oh good. Hello, I'm back. They usually have lights on their Christmas tree, but they're off today. Maybe there's a power cut and I promised Christmas lights. There's some Christmas lights. Christmas lights, Christmas lights. Floppy Diplo, yes, we can hear you and see you clearly. Thank you very much. So someone was asking the other day about the price of a 𝓂𝓁, basically. So that 𝓂𝓁 in that working men's club has just cost me £1.30 for a can of Pepsi Cherry Max. If you're interested. And I think when I started walking in the summer, it was just under £1 or £1. So it's gone up 30p in like 6 months. Which probably says far too much about the UK's inflation. Oh, Christmas lights. That pub's got the decks going on. A lot of red tinsel, I think, in the window. Around the bar. Baubles in the window as well. See a little tree with some lights on it coming up. So Floppy Diplo, is it plaguing you with lots of prompts to say hi? Floppy Diplo, is it raining? It doesn't feel like it's raining. I've got my, I was going to say my furry headband, I've got my woolly headband on, which keeps drizzle off my face, but if it gets to more than drizzle, then I start to feel it, need my hood up. My coat has got hood. These are pretty, these little trees, look at that. That's pretty. Very impressed with those. I've tried to do that sort of thing at my house before, and they generally blow over in the wind and die under the eaves. Just don't get enough water. Floppy Diplo, I swear I see raindrops. Are we missing any? Oh, here's some Christmas lights. Mr. Lou. He's got his Christmas lights on show. Look at that. Big red bows and a lot of gold ones. There we go. Oh, Christmas lights. Ooh, some over there. Flashy heart. Bit of a pink strip. Bit in a bush. Aren't they for a bit? I'll flip the camera on me, show you my woolly thing. So that's my woolly band around my head and my hair. That tends to keep the drizzle off. Keep my head a bit warm. Hello, you alright? So I used to wear hats, but it's not good with, it's not easy with the hair. So I've ended up with these hairband things. Floppy Diplo reminds me of a mother I saw today across the street that was singing Christmas songs to her. Aww. Actually, I had to take the cats for their annual jabs this morning. It reminded me my old cat used to like it if I sang to her, but the vets calmed her down. There's some more Christmas lights. Pretty lights. Filming people's lounges. Walking around and be like, is she filming my house? A few more little flashy Christmas lights there. Floppy Diplo, you look so much like my religious studies teacher. Ooh. I'm vaguely interested in theology, spiritualism and stuff. Different religions. But I wouldn't say my knowledge is all that deep. Flashlights on, then the fellows. Floppy Diplo. Probably someone just like the Grinch has no lights inside or outside the house. I'd say there's a few. I've got lights in my house, but I haven't put my tree up this year. Someone at work gave me a couple of little trees, Christmassy thing, decorations. They're on my mantelpiece now. I've got a couple of strings of lights up in the hall. And that's about it. I haven't bothered much this year. It's come around so quick. Life be lifing around. And I've left the tree in the garage. We've got 3 other trees in the shed. There's a tree, looks like they've got a real tree going on in there. Pretty lights around the porch. Tree in the front room. Floppy dip play. My mum stayed up on midnight to place the Christmas tree on the 1st of November at midnight. Oh, that's cute. That's dedication to Christmas, that is. That's cute. And like being like, I can't possibly do it before. Couldn't possibly just go for it in October. Or did you? Or like the shops keep doing. They just tag team. Just double tag team. Halloween and Christmas these days. They're one in each aisle. Some more Christmas lights. Callum says hi. Hi Callum, welcome back. We're doing Christmas lights now. Because the park, it'd be dark. So we're on Christmas lights. Which doesn't mean filming people's houses randomly. So I hope they're not like, you know, they're having sex in the lounge or something. Like, oh my god, why are you filming me? With no net curtains. Have net curtains, people. Luckily finding someone else to talk to. Yeah. Yep. Well, to be fair, I did have to pause the live stream while I nipped for a wee, and that worked immensely. So, not everyone wants to wait around. More Christmas trees. More Christmas trees. It's just the Christmas lights song comes in my head with the Coldplay Christmas lights song. Oh, Christmas lights. And I can't help but think, many years ago, there's a couple of stand-up comedians who did a radio show. And they played that Christmas lights song because they were trying to play Christmas music. And then they just laughed for ages about how depressing they thought the song was afterwards. And it's just like, they just found it so funny. And it is a little bit, but it is also a nice song, to be fair. Callum, where's Paul, lol? He nipped in earlier, but he didn't talk much today. And he was very chatty the other day. There we go. More Christmas lights. Floppy dip play. My goodness. How far from your house are you? Callum, she goes walking for miles. Floppy Diplo, another prompt to say hi. And said hi. I do go walking for miles, it's true. More Christmas lights. Look around here. These people. There we go. More Christmas lights. Oh, Christmas lights. Okay, I'm going to stop singing that one. There's a lot of traffic today. Now then. Bit of road rage. I do go walking for miles, it's true. I check how far I've gone on my Fitbit, but it was already low before I left the house. It flashed up with its little warning exclamation mark as I was leaving the house to say, put me on charge. And I was like, I'm leaving the house now. And it was on 17%. And then I'd walked into the village and out round to the park and checked it then. And it was only down to 16%. But I check how many miles I've gone. But I'll just be burning more of not much battery. Don't know if you can still hear me. Floppy, do you ever feel embarrassed just recording in front of hundreds of people? I think I did when I just started, but I'm getting more used to it. People looking at me funny when I'm talking on my phone. But really, I'm just talking on the phone. Plenty of people walk around talking on the phone. Callum is Floppy from England, Floppy from Brazil, but live in the UK. Callum, nice. Floppy, I mean partly Brazilian. Floppy diplo. Mum is Brazilian, but my dad is from the UK. Ah, welcome to Blighty from Brazil. When you said, I thought you were abroad when you said earlier about cheating time and space with talking through this medium. I thought you were abroad then, to be fair. So that's cool. From Brazil to the UK. But the only thing with that is you've gone from somewhere nice and warm to somewhere cold and wet all the time. Callum, that lady in front of you. What about her? Did she look back at me strangely because I'm talking to myself, or I look like I'm talking to myself? Is that what you mean? Diplo, you're inspiring me to go for walks. Oh, nice, good. It's healthy. I said it might be faster if I ran, but then the impact of that on my bones, my knees. I'm not a runner. I've got a modicum of arthritis in one knee. So walking is healthier for me. Fuck a diplo. Brazil is way too warm though. Once went for a holiday there and could not sleep. Yeah, when we get past kind of 35, 40 degrees here in the summer, it's quite warm. I'm trying to go to work and work car plays up. That's the days that you just want to not have to go to work and to be able to sit on the frame pool or the hot tub at home. Just being like, I'll just sit and be like chill till it all cools down a bit. Right, we'll see if they're playing music. I want to try TK Maxx while I'm here, because I went in B&M earlier to try and get the girls, my cats, some new collars for Christmas, and they had rubbish ones left. So everyone's had the same idea. So I might go in there. I don't know if they play music, I can't remember. I might have to pause it if they play music while I'm playing music. Because like YouTube doesn't like that sort of thing. It's my vague understanding. Floppy did play Brazil too. Oh yeah, I read that one. Callum, Brazil sounds great. Floppy, not too great. There was kind of a war in Rio, drug traffickers versus police. Yeah. Well, alas, you get drug problems in the UK as well. Maybe it's everywhere now. Saw a very interesting documentary on, I forget how long ago it was. I think it was on Netflix, forever ago. About that pain med that was highly addictive. Oxy something. And about some poor doctor who like felt cajoled to prescribe it, got addicted themselves, ruined their career. It was a good telling of the story, but it was quite, you have to put this on me, there's too many people around. Hello. It was a good cautionary tale. Floppy diplo, it's the fault of people who invented drugs themselves. It's the most likely greed, so they could get lots of money. Well, yeah, but it goes back and back and back. So I did business at uni, and we learnt, I can't remember which module it was, whether it's business law or just business. About, oh, there we go. I've got a fun fact finally, after that sticker pop-up earlier. Coca-Cola was the first company to bottle cocaine into a health drink. I think it was a drink, and then because it was making people act a bit strange, there was some regulation and they made it a health drink. So I think the story went, and then yeah, with all the addiction, it just became the pop we know today, with no drugs in it. But yeah, that's how they made their money, getting people addicted that way. What's the music in here? I've got music on in the shower. Might be alright. So what? What did it play? Couldn't they at least take the nicotine away so they're not addicted? What, from smoking? Floppy Diplo calamari there. Well, it showed me 2 online, 3 online. But sometimes I get comments even when it says there's no online. So who knows how many I really know. Not sure YouTube knows. Where's the pet stuff? Oh, I think there is music. I might have to go on mute. Right, I think I have to be less than 30 seconds of time when I speak for the music. Getting back on mute. Right, I'm leaving the shop. Something about the park, Arnold Park. Heard more about cigarettes, more than the park failing, says Floppy. Not sure I know about that one. Floppy Diplo. I have to go and watch a few dishes. See you soon. Bye Floppy, if you're still in. Thank you for joining us. Oh, you did. So I went in that shop looking for collars for my cats for Christmas, and they didn't have any. So I might try Asda, or just give up for today. Don't know. Tried B&M. I expected to find them there, to be fair. They didn't have any. I think they do pet stuff in Dunelm. The girls won't mind if it's the new year, to be fair. Queenie's got a diamante colour. Some of the little gems have fell out of it. So I Thought I'd get them new colours for Christmas. Let's try Dunelm. And then I'll walk home. Then we might see more Christmas lights on the walk home. Less people around, let's flip it. That's what we can see right now. At Pizza Hut, at Pizza Hut. And McDonald's. And where I'm going is Dunelm. Right, there's lots of people in shops, so I might have to flip it on me. Hello again. Let's go see what pet things they do. Is there music? Can hear music. Going on mute for a bit. I'll watch the clock for the 30 seconds. At 1:15. I think I'll be out of the shop before we're at 30 seconds. They had no cat collars. Callum, yes, your beautiful face, thank you very much. It's very nice of you to say. Shucks. Very flattered. Callum, always at the shops, lol. Yeah, kinda. Habit. Oh, necessary for life. I suppose I could have it all delivered, but it's part of being out on a walk. Flip it back. Callum, am I all set for Christmas? Everyone asks that, don't they? What is set for Christmas? Does anyone actually get set for Christmas? Everyone's buying everything till the last minute, aren't they? I suppose I don't really have to think of that much about getting in loads for Christmas this year because my mum's still in hospital. That's just me and the cats. I have to get enough food in for the cats, which I probably have. I've done my cards for work, I've done my cards for the neighbours. Done. I don't think I'll bother posting cards this year. I'm not sure I bothered last year. It's got more and more expensive. So I stopped bothering. I could go in Asda and look for pet collars. I'll do it another day. I've tried 3 places and I've not found cat collars. Callum, don't overcook the turkey. I don't eat turkey. I'm vegetarian. I should get some corn in. I should go Sainsbury's and get some corn in actually. The only protein in the house is eggs at the minute. Callum, no lol. I think that's to my comment of is anyone actually ever ready for Christmas? I don't think anyone's ever ready for Christmas. You buy everything you can in to try and be ready. There's bound to be something where you're like, oh, I didn't get one of them. Darn it. Callum, I'm sorry, I forgot. Never mind. It's fine. I'm the weirdo being veggie. I go against the grain. Break the trend. The unusual. Why not? There's 5 lads running away from McDonald's, which is quite odd. Why anyone would run scared from McDonald's. But there we go. That's what they're doing. What's the price of diesel today? Diesel prices, if you can see them, if you're interested. 144.9 at Asda. Right, at some point I'll be back away from the shops and the roads, and we might see more Christmas lights then. Right now it's all the traffic. Oh, it's on hold. Let me go. There we go. Yeah, so people do often ask what you haven't said to turkey. Cool. Put it back on me because it's a good spell. Yeah. Whole lot of traffic. Lights are not changing. Of course there's traffic, they're all queuing for shops. It's Christmas. There we go. That's traffic there. There we go. That's traffic. Whole lot of traffic. It's Christmas. I can't actually believe it's the 22nd of December. Christmas is just a few days away now. Remember when we got the delivery of the festive menus and stuff at work? It just seemed like 3 months away. It probably was. Now it's days. Mere days. Right, let's see if we see any more Christmas lights. Nope. None there. Distinct lack of Christmas lights on this street so far. No Christmas lights on any of these houses. What's going on? If all else fails, as I get nearer home, there are some Christmas. Well, we've seen Christmas lights in Turtleton, I suppose. All is not lost. There's a tree. There we go. There's one. That's a pretty tree. They've got going on. So Callum, if you're still in, what have you been up to? Not sure if you're there or not really. The numbers keep coming and going. Don't worry if not. No Christmas lights there. See if my Fitbit's still awake. See how far we've got today. Fitbit is not dead. Done 17,000 steps, which it says is, I think it knows. .79 miles. Oh my god, I think we were playing Mysterious Girl by Peter Andre in that car. That's quite a blast from the past, isn't it? Shine like a looking glass. Last from the past, last from the past, last from the past. So yeah, I decided to carry on the stream despite not being able to walk in the park much before dark. Just taking in the Christmas lights on the street again. Where I can. Might be interesting to some people. You never know. I think I saw some more wild mistletoe earlier today. the end of the world if they get them in the new year instead of Christmas Day. These cats don't mind. My old cat would have minded if she didn't have something to open on Christmas Day. But the two I've got now don't really mind. A bit slow now, might be worth just walking straight home. Get my dinner on. A little way to go before I get late. Coming back to school, so there's no Christmas lights at the minute. I'm back in civilization, so hopefully see some Christmas lights soon. Noisy traffic. Just been through a shower. No Christmas lights though. Oh, I can just about see a Christmas tree in that house. Just about through the hedge. See a bit of a Christmas tree. And then there's a tree in the place. There we go. Just about to see it now. Lights over there. Just a little one. Better view of that string of lights. Just seeing all these houses. That string of lights. The rest looks kind of in darkness. Oh, it's a that house. They've got a nice wreath on the door. What else we got going on? Nothing there. Brightly coloured lights here. All the colours. All the colours. Ta-da! All the colours. In front of it, so you can't really see it anymore. Some around that door. String of lights there. So the Christmas tree fell over. Oh, it's getting proper slow now. Tired. Okay. With a little tree. I don't know whatever that is. It's not quite called. An alcove on the doorstep. Not sure what you call them. Some more Christmas lights. There we go. A few more lights on the street. And a few more over there. Few lights there. Yeah. Tree in a bush. Right, that's all the lights I can see for a while, and the numbers have gone down and the chat's gone down. I think it's getting boring now. So I might end the stream there, but it's been fun. Thank you to all the people who came on walk today and all the comments in the chat. I shall walk another day, no doubt, watch the stream another day, something else someday, who knows what. Might be a bit busy tomorrow, but soon. We'll do it soon. Thank you very much again to everyone who's joined. TTFN for now. Thank you all. Bye bye.